going on YouTube? JP here on the new channel, new expert, new experience. Definitely want to go ahead and give you guys a shout out to coming back to the card game that I love the most, Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of my friends were telling me, hey, when you gonna come back and play? So I really thought about it and I wanted to give this another go. Since I'm an official judge, might as well go ahead and do it. One of the favorite archetypes of mine that I've happened to rediscover when coming back into this game is Horus. Horus is one of the archetypes that I think is just going to go far in this situation because of the fact that it just does graveyard manipulation heavily. So I definitely love the fact that I can keep getting monsters back regardless of where they go in the graveyard. If they happen to go out of play, I can put them back in the graveyard with different card effects, so that way I can continue to buy strategy and play the game. A deck that I built, a lot of people I'm pretty sure already seen so far, but I just wanted to show you guys a little different that I was running at a locals. I'm running the Horus Runick, and the Horus Runick actually has a little bit more potential than just what it has, and I want to go ahead and at least show it off in this situation. So let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and start with Riem Seti. Riem Seti is really the bread and butter of the deck. You get the King Sarcophagus for free, and you're also able to get a free summon. So you don't have to worry about its other effect, which is like sending a card to grave with something else leaves the field. That's good for protection, but just getting the monsters out is what's really important. One Dual Motif, and of course one Happy. I only see 5 so far when running this engine. You don't need any more than that. I would run the bird, which is right over here. I kind of wanted to point, but I can't really pronounce his name because there's like Egyptian, but I wish I had that bird. It's good nonetheless on the side. I just don't see myself running that many, so that way it doesn't clog my hand. So I like that small formula. Next is 3 Vision Resignator. Vision Resignator is a +2. It's a good tuner and a good monster effect to get back anything with Red Dragon Arching in the name, so you're going to be able to utilize it a lot. I really appreciate this card. It's going to see a lot of play in the near future because of the fact of its synergy, and it's a good 2-star tuner to keep going in particular plays. And then of course 3 Ash Blossom. 11 monsters in this deck. A lot of people are like, that's a lot, that's a low count. When you're playing Runics, you don't really care about low monster count, you just want to be able to see them. And with this type of engine, it's just good to capitalize off of it. So Ash Blossom, of course, being the main staple since 2019, it ain't gonna stop. For the spells, I did 2 Runick Fountain. Runick Fountain is, of course, your get back Runicks +1s, and then on your opponent's turn, you can play from your hand all the quick play spells, so you don't really need to set anything on the board. So I think I like that. 3 Runick Tip. Until this gets limited, Runick Tip is the search for the deck for any Runick spell, so I really like it. And then I just maximize basically every other spell out. So 3 Runick Destruction, which is good for spell and trap card destruction. Runick Freezing Curses for the negation of monster effects. Flashing Fire for the destruction of special summon monsters. The Slumber to prevent them from attacking me or being destroyed. So it's like a walking Wabaku kind of, just for the 1 monster. So that's actually really spectacular, in my opinion. 1 Golden Droplet and then 1 Smithing Stone. I see a lot of people running Runick Dispelling, which I just haven't really gotten around to running Runick Dispelling. But I like Golden Droplet because it does have a heavy banish cost, just like Runick Destruction. So 4 cards off the top of the deck, that's really good odds because you just want to build them down to where they literally have no strategy or any way to come back from whatever you plan to summon, at least in this situation. So this is good, at least at this point. Going into the King Sarcophagus. King Sarcophagus is really another good card. Maximizing it at 3, you want to see it. I see a lot of people running it at 2, but I like it at 3, just so that way I can get it, and then if I need to discard, if I have another one in the hand, that's just a discard. It's fine. 3 Upstart. Again, I don't know why Konami decided to give us 3 Upstart, but it's fine. I like it. Again, it's just one of those game 1 cards that you use and then side it out game 2. depending on what your opponent might side in, like throwing a Mockingbird, you don't want to see it dead in the hand, so it's good. One, Crimson Gaia. This is the card to search when doing Vision Resonator. I might boost this to 2 because of the fact that it's super good in that situation, because if you only have the 1 and you throw away another Vision Resonator, it can't resolve. So you want to be able to search for Crimson Gaia as much as possible, so maybe at 2 is fine. You don't really need to focus on the Red Dragon Archery Engine, you just need the Vision Resonator to pull. So that's why this card is really good. And of course the one-offs, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Triple Tactics, and then 1 Metaphos Fusion. The Metaphos Fusion is for the discard ability to get another card. It's never dead, especially if you're dealing with Horus, or if you're discarding it for the Runick, which is the Hugin part of that engine. So this is good. I enjoy it a lot. This is 40 cards exactly, and I don't see it going any higher than that, unless I do the bird, which is the Kual Motif. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I'll have to look it up. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. But in regards to the extra deck, 2 Hugin, Staple, 1 Moonin, 1 Frecky, and 1 Jerry, or Gary. Now, the only reason why I don't run Self-Near in this situation is because I don't have enough room for the extra deck, especially for the strategy I plan to put on the board. Frecky is the good level 5 that Vision Resonator needs to go into, or any Dark Monster that's higher than 5. So Imseti is also a good target, but you just want to see the Frecky, because when Frecky's out there, you get the free special summon. You go into Synchro 7, or you just do the SP play, situations like that. So a lot of versatility, a lot of synergy in this situation. Next up, I have Hieratic, Sky Dragon, Overlord, or Heliopolis, and of course the Gear Suit. Now, the only reason why these two, and sure not like Hope Harbinger. Hope Harbinger does what I need it to do, but you'll see what synchro I'm running that also does the same exact thing, almost. But it just gives me more versatility in play, at least in that area. Now, because Heliopolis, it protects my field, graveyard, and out of play. So if my opponent were to try to do something, manipulate me, I can just detach, negate, and destroy. So I see this being a whole lot more useful in the upcoming future for future decks. Synchros, I'm going to show you, is Tri-Edge Master, Dawn Dragster, Orlo Savage, Ching Ying, Baron, and Chaos Angel. Now, a lot of you are wondering why the Dawn Dragster. Well, this is my Hope Harbinger. Because it negates spells and traps, it loses 2-star level, and it negates and destroys the card. So once it goes down to 1 star, it's pretty much useless, but you can go into SP at least at that point using this material. I always want to keep this in defense mode because I don't see you attacking as much in this deck, so I wouldn't go ahead and just like, oh, here you go, I'm going to go ahead and try to attack. No, you want to use it for negation effects once per turn, especially if it's like a really good play. Labyrinth seemed to have lost to Dawn Dragster, so I pretty much enjoy it, especially having a Baron. Baron out there with Dawn Dragster, they have no answer. And most of their traps are basically negated. They don't even get a monster out. So this is what I enjoy the most, at least in this situation. The Borlo Savage is an iffy card, so it might come out for the Hope Harbinger, like I mentioned before, or even the new #1 Infection Buzz King that will be coming out in Maze of Millennia, so stay tuned on that. So I plan on getting one. I definitely do need one. It's part of the rank 8 spam that I wanted to run, at least in this situation, so it's also good. And again, Coach King will also be good in here, so there's a lot of filtering in with this deck. I just want to, touch base and see how this runs, because it's running real well at the locals that I went to, but I'm pretty sure there's more I can do in this effort. Last but not least, last two of the extra deck, IP, SP. So, with this situation, I wish SP was at 2 instead of the IP, but I don't have another SP to go into, so I just use the IP SP. Still really good. IP gives me the ability not to be affected by card effects. The SP just runs over anything that I link into, so I can banish. If they activate anything, I banish another card and possibly this or something else, and it puts the left and right arrows in an area where I could probably link next to if I were to potentially use Link Summon. That's it for the extra deck. There's gonna be 15 cards in here. I did do a count earlier, but just to let you know, there's still some more filtering that I do in this deck, so stay tuned for that. Now we'll go into the combo plays that does the Dawn Dragster and such, so stay tuned. Now, thank you guys. We're here to show you the combo play. So I kind of shuffled the deck around a little bit. So this is kind of, oh wow, this is a really good hand. Now this is a good strategy to have as far as going first hand. You have all your pieces, so you can definitely put out a really big board, and your opponent can't really do much about it, because there's going to be a lot of Omni negate. So let's get started. So of course you play your Runick Fountain in the field spell. Your Runick Fountain, of course, is definitely going to get you everything that you need to do. You're going to play your Gold King Sarcophagus next. And you still have your 3 cards in hand, so you're just going to go, at least at this point, you're going to go Runick Tip. Your Runick Tip will search for yet another Runick card, and the one that you want to be able to search for, at least in this situation, is Slumber. Slumber will hurt the deck any, but it gives you your 3 cards back if you're not negated. So this is what you want to go ahead and do, at least at this point. Since you have King Sarcophagus, there's really no need to shuffle. You're going to throw away your Vision Resonator. Your Vision Resonator going to the graveyard searches the King Sarcophagus. Throw away, but you want to throw away at least Dualmotif, because you don't know if Mystials are being played. At least you have your level 4. Now Vision Resonator is in the graveyard because you did it by a card effect. You can do Gaia. Get your Crimson Gaia. Now another way you don't have to do that. You can throw away the Smithing Stone for this, and then bring it back. So this is what we're gonna do. So you already know the Crimson Gaia is coming. We'll throw away the Smithing Stone to throw away Dualmotif, and then we'll bring back Dualmotif to the special summon. And then you want to go ahead and Slumber out of Fusion. So what we're going to do is bring out our Frecky. So you bring out Frecky, and now the fountain will respond by putting these 3 at the bottom, and then you draw 3. So hopefully we draw 3 really good ones, since those Runick cards are gone. And like I said, you did the Frecky play, so now you have Vision Resonator, who's going to be live, at least in this spot. So we'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Actually, that's really good. So we'll go ahead and do the Vision Resonator. We'll special summon, and then we'll synchro. So we'll get rid of Frecky and Vision Resonator, because you're going to be getting Vision Resonator back anyway. You're going to summon your Dawn Dragster. You're going to put him in defense mode. So you have your Dawn Dragster out, and then your Vision Resonator will get you the Crimson Gaia, and then you're going to play Crimson Gaia to get back Vision Resonator. But you're going to do it from the deck, so that way you can mill it down a little bit, so you don't have to hard draw into it. Now remember, this is up to 4 times a turn, so now you still have a whole lot to do here. You can throw away the Metaphos Fusion for yet another Horus card, which we'll be throwing away probably at this point. We'll throw away Happy. Like I said, you kind of want to get away from the Mystial part and just focus, because they'll probably get rid of either the Frecky or the Vision Resonator to go into that play. But it's all good. So you're going to bring back Happy, since nothing's happening. And then you're going to go ahead and normal your Vision Resonator, and you're going to synchro for 10. This time you're going to synchro into your Baron. So you have your Baron now. So you have your Baron, you're drawing Dragster, and you still have a couple of plays to do. So you're just going to upstart to draw 1. And then upstart again to draw 1. And then you have Mseti in the hand, so you just want to throw away Mseti at this point. it's fine. Because at that point, like I said, you have pretty much a good build or a good board right now at this point to continuously have a play. And then you're going to go ahead and bring back the Imseti and then Exi. Now the Exi summon, like I mentioned, you're just going to bring out the Hieratic, and then you're going to end your turn with that. So this is like I said, this is a very nice board to have on your first turn, because you have a spell negate, spell and trap negate, you have a monster negate, and then you have anything that targets on the field, graveyard, or hand to negate and destroy. So this is the main card to go into, especially if they're going to try to do their Bestial play, and you're going to stop it. So this is what you will want. And then you have the Slumber in hand, so you can Fountain next turn, at least in that area. And then you want to, before you end your turn, you're going to go ahead and put the Metaphors Fusion back in the deck and then draw. So I think it goes to, yeah, shuffles into the deck and then you draw one. So you never know. You might get another Runick card, possibly Destruction or Flashing Fire, that you can go into on your next turn. Even Freezing Curses would be great. Wow, you get another Fountain. So you just get ready, at least at that point. And then you end your turn, your opponent has to do basically everything to play out or to try to get out in this situation. I like it a lot. And I wish that Buzz King was a quick play, so that way it can destroy a card before your opponent does anything. This is good. This is one of my combos that I did in tournament, getting the Dawn Dragster out, the Hieratic, and the Baron, and they basically had no answer. At least in that, because the Slumber just makes you just do things. It's great. And they can't really battle you because you have your Baron, so you just Slumber, and then you put it back at the bottom to draw one. This is the Fountain play. You have your Ash Blossom. So, yeah, still plays, still wonderful. And, you know, your Ash Blossom, you go Crimson Gaia again, and then you just continuously play. At that point, you can just SP and start knocking people out. Mind you, all the Horus cards, the Runick cards, they're banishing cards out of their deck every time you activate, so you never want to forget that. That's the combo, at least I have for here. I'm sure there's other combos that you guys are willing to do with this deck. It's so much fun. I enjoy it, just having this kind of board, because I get a free monster, and I have an Exi and 2 Synchros. So, tell me what you guys think. If you like the combo, please put a like in the comments below. You know, show some love. New episodes are coming for this channel. I think next episode I'm gonna do a Digimon. So if you guys are interested in the Digimon, I'll definitely have that out. But please, JP's back. Peace.